Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 3, where we are now apparently the British Raj. And that means that all of these things are now British subjects, which means that in an independence war, we're going to be fighting all of these various locations. That's going to be really interesting. I'm not sure how we're going to pull that off. I definitely think that we need France's help in order to do that. We certainly can't do that until this diplomatic play is over. So we're going to proceed here and continue to work on paying down our debt a little bit. I'd like to target at least like 12 million in credit here, I feel like. Now, we are removing from the investment pool, so I think that's okay. I think this is reasonably fine. We're working on these private constructions for the moment, and we're definitely going to work our way through this. So what is currently expensive? Wood, artillery, sure. We've got low market access in Delhi, and we should definitely work on that. Absolutely, we should work on that. So each railway is giving us 20 infrastructure. This means we need to get 2 railways constructed there. But that, of course, means we need to be working on construction. 12.9 is the current amount. I'm going to call that close enough. We do need to get these wheat farms over to harvesting tools, livestock ranches to slaughterhouses, atmospheric engine pumps, and rail transportation for iron mines. Apparently some of this got reset when we swapped our... When we swapped over to British Raj. So we're going to need to get these reset up. Okay. And we still need to be working on our reforms. There's no doubt about that. We've still got a journal entry for that. So glassworks can go down to bone china, and furniture manufactories can be on lathes for the time being. Paper mills down to paper bleaching. What else do we have here? We want to auto-expand everything here, for sure. The urban center could go to public trams. We're not going to do that at this time. Okay. And we're going to have all of these turned all the way down. Cool. Checking in on our budget. This appears to all be pretty much where we set it. Fantastic. So we're going to let this go down a little bit further. 39.6k is what we're spending in interest right now. As a pure hypothetical. Negative 62. Okay. Noted. And this is that's a lot of construction efficiency reduction in Delhi. Is that due to turmoil here? Oh, this unincorporated state. Hang on a moment. A number of these states are unincorporated. Okay, so that puts us negative in our bureaucracy. That's noted. So we absolutely do need to build government administration set. Each one of these is going to produce 50 bureaucracy, which means that we need what? 15? 16? I think 16. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like that. That's the way we're going to do that. Railways are top priority. And we'll get those going. So this is very negative financially. No doubt about that. But we do definitely need to work our way through this bureaucracy issue. I didn't realize we had those unincorporated states. I don't think we had them previously. That might be part of becoming the British Raj. So if so, that's noted. And we'll just work our way through this. It shouldn't be too long to get all those government administrations done. We're in this countdown to war over here and continuing to boost relations with France. So that's looking okay. We absolutely do need France's help to break free from Britain, I think. Or wait for Britain to get involved in some sort of a bigger war. So war with Britain broke out. We're not actually participating in this. This is Britain's deal. We are not going to be participating in that one. And yeah, we're like 7 weeks away from some of these government administrations finishing up. 36 weeks from our railways in Delhi. Vulnerable fronts. Hilarious. Yeah, we're not going to do anything there. This is not our problem. So 5 weeks on these government administrations. And we're definitely running a pretty big deficit here, but it should be broadly okay. The unfortunate thing is we're not currently going to be expanding our economy with these government administrations. But we do need to get this done. So we'll let that go. 2 weeks on these administrations now. And yeah, the construction efficiency in a number of these locations is somewhat low. We're not shocked about this. What do we have for law changes going on right now? We can't abolish serfdom. I'd love to go back onto agrarianism. Let's try that again. Landowners are going to be upsetty in their spaghetti about this. Let's see what they think. So down to 529 bureaucracy now. That's an improvement, to be sure. And we've got additional government administrations going to be worked on. Unfortunately, it's not super efficient, right? Because we've got these we've got these low efficiency locations, especially in Delhi. Especially in Delhi. So that's pretty much due to the turmoil. And our law enforcement is currently level 2. I'd love to bring it up, but we will need bureaucracy for that. So continuing to work on our government administrations does make sense in that regard. So that's noted. And the fact that we're positive with our construction paused means that I think we'll be okay to work on this for a little bit. We should be, anyway. We have to wait until this war is over before we can think about demanding independence from Great Britain, which we would love to do. We're currently spending so much on our diplomatic pact with Great Britain. 83.4k, that's the majority of this deficit. So that would be awfully nice. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be done with these government administrations soon. Nationalism has just been unlocked, giving us plus 10% authority. That is nice. We are negative in our authority, so we'll continue to work that up. Knowledge of realism is now spreading to us. Cool. And we're positive in our investment pool right now, so that's noted. That is because we're not spending it on as many private constructions right now. Which is fine. Completely and totally fine. So our government administrations here are going to be done soon. We're now working on all of them that remain. Yeah, that seems fine. We've got 15 weeks until most of them are done. The railways are going to be done in 12 weeks as well, so that's going to be around the same time. Wow, look at this Britain war enthusiasm. Is Britain actually losing this war? Yes, Britain is currently losing this war. Good job, Britain. Okay, we don't care about that. That is irrelevant to us. So it's just kind of amusing at this point. We're going to try to get agrarianism through. That would be nice. Be better than traditionalism. Definitely not where we want to end up, but agrarianism would be a step forward. So for the moment, that seems reasonably fine. 7 weeks on our Delhi railways. We are starting to work again on our opium plantations, so that's good. But our big issue right now is going to be breaking away from Britain, and then we're going to have to repeatedly fight Britain for all of this stuff, right? All of these subjects. That's going to be a thing. And quite a thing at that. We're down to 150 for our negative bureaucracy, and that's going to be done very soon here. We can definitely see that that's making its way to completion. So that's looking great. What do we have for unrealized taxes at this point? 294k. Yep, fair enough. So let's let all of these government administrations finish up here. There's those railways done. That should fix our market access in Delhi, in theory. Tools and wood are expensive. That's okay for the time being. And then we've just got one more government administration queued up here. Cool. So that is all fine. I wouldn't have chosen to become the British Raj if the game had given me a choice there. Unfortunately, it didn't. It just kind of happened. I think that might have been, like, Britain stepping in because of the mutiny. I think that might have been the way to prevent that. Not 100% on that, but that does mean that we'll need to do some work there. Smoothbores are now available for our artillery production, and we'll definitely make our way down to the arms industries and grab smoothbores. There we go. We'll see what we get for agrarianism here. Hopefully it's not absolutely terrible luck. It may or may not be. And this last government administration is 9 weeks away from conclusion. Cool. We are working our way through a bunch of these plantations. We're going to need more government administrations. Law proposal causing uproar. I mean, I like the 10% enactment success chance. We'll do that. That does put us negative in our bureaucracy, but we've already been dealing with this. So we're just going to go through these again and build a round of additional government administrations. No shockers here. And we'll just move these guys up for now. There we go. And this one should be moved up as well. Cool. So we'll get these underway, and they won't take all that long to construct. We are definitely running a deficit here, and we're going to have to do something about that soon enough. Yeah, the game thinks we have an unhealthy economy, and to some degree is correct on that. We'll get there. 19.2 is now our agrarian success chance. And Britain's got this countdown to war going on here, too. Interesting that they were able to start another diplomatic play. Yeah, they're the initiators here. Fascinating. Well, that war is broken out. That's fine for now. Again, we don't care about that. That's irrelevant. So that'll be fine. All of these government administrations will be done in about 6 weeks. Well, these 4 will be done in about 6 weeks anyway. And that will bring us back up to positive in bureaucracy again. So that's good. We are running a little bit of tax waste right now, and we'll need to deal with that. But we need to break free from Britain. Unfortunately, we cannot do that while they have these other diplomatic plays going on. Indeed. And if they're able to keep those going permanently, I'm not sure if we'll have an opportunity. We'll see. That kind of depends on Britain. But luckily, we are bringing France's opinion of us up, and that'll be good. We definitely want France to join us in that. And then we're going to need to take over all of these again. That's going to be interesting. Very interesting. We're going to need to have Britain get substantially weakened, right? And that's something that France should be very interested in here. Very, very interested in. So we'll keep an eye on that for now, and we'll take our opportunity for that as soon as we can. That opportunity is not currently here. So we see ourselves positive in bureaucracy again. That's good. And all of our government administrations are currently being worked on. We're going to go back to working on our sugar plantations here quite soon. So that's good. I want to check in. Okay, market access in Delhi is currently low again. So we're going to need to build an additional railway there. How's the turmoil there looking? 46%. Okay. So for the time being, that's fine. Hilariously, Britain is still losing this war against Benin. Good job, Britain. But we're going to have a lot of fighting to do here, right? We're going to have to fight every single one of these, I believe. Unless we can get them to break away with us. But I'm not sure that we can do that. That would definitely be an interesting way to go about it. So our government administrations are going to be finishing up quite soon. We are working on our plantations again now. And that should be reasonably helpful. Unrealized taxes are down to 291k. Our interest costs are creeping back up. So that's definitely a problem. A political movement to enact agrarianism has formed. Cool, we're already working on that. So that political movement gives us a 12.4% success chance. I love it. That's really, really good. Rubber discovered in South Cameroon. We'll see what this next event is here. And we're still working up that France opinion, so that'll be fine too. Government administrations are going to be finishing up shortly here. Cool. And this UK versus Benin thing, I don't know about this. What are you even doing, Britain? I'm very confused. Like, they're just straight up losing that because they're not fighting it. Okay, what do we get for agrarianism here? Unequal treaties. Minus 10%, minus 20%, or we sign it and owe an obligation to Great Britain. Oof. We don't like that, but it is what it is. Okay, so we find ourselves nice and positive in our bureaucracy for right now. We want to get a lot more positive. We need like 4,000 to bring our law enforcement level up. So we're going to need to continue to work on our government administrations. No shockers here. And we're just going to queue up another round of these. There we go. But we don't necessarily want to do these right now, right? The railway is absolutely top priority. And I want to get like a round of plantations done here. So we're going to do something like that. And we're going to get a bunch of this economic development done before we get another round of government administrations through. So that's looking good. Tea plantations, sugar plantations, the railway is a top priority. We're going to get that done, but I want to absolutely be working on this before we get all of these government administrations done. Although this one can finish. This government administration can be worked on. So that looks good. And we'll work our way through all of this. It won't take all that long to work our way through this. Cool. Now, our credit is absolutely a bit of a problem, and we're going to pause our construction for the... Well, actually, no. We're going to go until this railway is done. That's what we're going to do here. We need to finish up the railway, and once that's done, then we'll pause. So all of this other construction will be done long before the railway is, and that's okay. That will help us put some of these people to work. Our projected pop growth isn't great. No doubt about that. But that's fine too, for the time being. But yeah, this construction efficiency malice is definitely painful. No doubt about that. Okay. There's currently no war. Okay, so there is actually a war, a peasant revolt versus Great Britain. So we can't actually do that yet. We'll keep an eye on it. 10 more weeks until this railway is done. And that seems reasonably okay. 9 more weeks. So virtually this entire construction spate will be done by the time we get that there. That seems okay. The taxation capacity is getting better. It is definitely improving. But we're not where we want to be yet. That's for sure. Our debt is high, no doubt about that, and we're going to need to start paying down that debt at a certain point. How are we doing on mutual funds? 8 years on that still. Okay. 2 more weeks on our tobacco plantation. We are working on government administrations again here. No shockers there. So we just go until this railway is done in 2 more weeks. That's going to be the goal here. Persia is now improving relations with us. Okay. And Britain is starting another diplomatic play here. So the question is, when are we going to have an opportunity to declare this? That's definitely a interesting question here, right? It's interesting that both need to be at peace. Apparently there's a front here against Portugal. Fascinating. Allies are going over there, but I don't think we care about that right now. So that seems reasonably fine. We are removing from our investment pool, and we're building all of this private construction right now. We're also working on passing agrarianism. But getting out of this diplomatic pact with Britain is absolutely what we need here. That is 100%. That has to be our focus. Unfortunately, Britain just keeps doing these diplomatic maneuvers, and we need opportunities. Or an opportunity, specifically. So yeah, making independence with Great Britain would be absolutely what we need. They would, of course, not give this to us right now. War with Bali broke out. Okay, so now we have to wait until this war is over. Agrarianism is failing to gain traction, stalling progress, and decreasing enactment success by 15%. Okay, we'll continue working on that. Korea is improving relations with us, which is fine. But yeah, it's basically all this diplomatic pact. We need to get out of this. So there's a battle going on over here. And the Dutch are winning it. Okay. Good job, Dutch. That seems fine. It's definitely strange that we can't time our independence with these other wars. I feel like we should be able to. We cannot do an independence diplomatic play because we're both already part of a different diplomatic play. We're already fighting in a war, and we owe an obligation to Britain. Which we did that to save our chance of enacting agrarianism. Well, things are definitely stacked against us on that. I mean, that's kind of the way it is when you're a vassal, right? Things are definitely stacked against you, so fair enough on that. We have a bunch of low market access at the moment. I suspect that's just Britain not doing their job. Yes, that is Britain not doing their job. Cool. Do a promotion, huh? Sure, do it. That seems okay. We're working on paying down our debt here. And we're going to have to pay this down for a while at this rate. A long while. In fact, this is going to be a bit of a problem, how long it's going to take. And it's all Britain's fault. So, Britain. We need to break free from you. They would not grant us this at this moment. We need to not be part of this war, right? That is definitely the top thing that we need right now. So this is Bali and Portugal versus Great Britain. Okay. Great Britain is definitely the #1 power in the world right now. But I think that we can break free from them. It's just going to be awkward. There's a lot of little fronts over here. No doubt about that. We could build up our military. Which is an interesting option. That's definitely an interesting option. Is that what we want to do? I'm going to queue these up at the bottom of the queue. And we can decide what we want to do with that a little bit later on. For the time being, we definitely need to pay down our debts, right? There's no doubt about that. We're working on it. This railway will be finishing up shortly, and I would like to resume our constructions very soon. Our credit is 22.1 million right now. So the question is, when do we want to resume this? Well, the correct answer is we want to break free from Great Britain, like, right now. Right? That would be really nice. Unfortunately, we can't do that at this moment. We would also like all of these to become independent. That would be amazing. I don't think there's a journal entry for this, is there? So there's reforming the Indies, which we're working on. There's urbanizing the British Raj, which we're also kind of working on, to be honest. The intelligentsia are unhappy. Sure. We're working on that enacting agrarianism. It could theoretically succeed here. Let's see what happens. It did succeed. Okay, so that is remarkable. That is really, really remarkable. That, of course, means that we have a lot less in terms of lacking taxation capacity. I think. Maybe. So, with agrarianism passed, now we want to go get rid of serfdom. So we can abolish serfdom. We actually have a 30% chance of doing that. No, we don't. We have a 9% chance. I swear that said 30% when I started it, but okay. Whatever. Organized crime, we don't have the money for that. Sorry. Cool. So we're still working on paying down that debt. We need a lot more. Preserve serfdom, huh? The landowners are once again being jerks here. Indeed they are. Which means we can't abolish serfdom. The landowners are not going to allow that. So we can bring the landowners back into our government. And we can actually kick out the rural folk for right now, since we know that we're not going to be able to work on getting serfdom for a while. That would bring up the radicalism by about 1 million, but that will tick down due to our legitimacy. So that'll be good. About 100k per month. So that would only be like 10 months for that to be counteracted. Should be reasonably okay. So that puts us at 80k income. Cool. Bali is done with its war. We've still got the Portuguese war here. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. The Dutch East Indies are allied with Portugal. They just capitulated. So that seems okay. We are at minus bureaucracy for the moment, so we're going to need to deal with that. Luckily, we do have all of these government administrations here. Oh, wow. Only 8k? With our constructions on? That seems amazing. Let's see if that stays that way. I mean, the landowners are happier. That's going to be a chunk of it. We have agrarianism. That's going to be a chunk of it as well. That seems really good. I do expect once this tea plantation finishes up that we're going to see this number drop a bit. But that is going to be because we are going to stop building this plantation and be building government administrations. So I think that's okay. I really do. This looks solid. This is a much less unhealthy economy. So I like it. Rubber was discovered in Guatemala. Sure. And we're just going to work our way through this construction queue for a little bit here. The tea plantation will finish up now. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. In fact, it's better than I expected it to be by a pretty wide margin. Cool. I like it. Well, it is past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to try to look for an opportunity to break free from Great Britain. You can leave your offerings. That's the term I'm looking for. Excellent. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.